Hello and welcome to the Bluffs Sports Zone. I'm Craig Carlsen. Tonight, find out if the Iowa Western softball team will be making a return trip to the national tournament. But batting leadoff, the Iowa Western baseball team hosting Nyack on May 5th. Good late season competition for the Reivers, who come in as the #1 ranked team in the country. Nyack ranked 13th in JUCO Division II. Reivers enter the doubleheader 2 wins shy of 50 on the year, up 1-0. In the bottom of the third, Nyack with a pair on and none out, but the Trojans get nothing. The 6-4-3 double play ends the frame. And in the bottom half, Dame McTomshay, peace! His second jack of the day. This one good for 2, and the Reivers take a 3-0 lead. Later in the inning, 2 on, 2 out for Keaton Steele, and the freshman from St. Joe takes the 1-0 pitch to the wall to plate 2 more runs, and his 2 RBI double makes it 5-zip Iowa Western. In the top of the fourth, Nyack with 1 on and none out for Nick Tillo, and the sophomore from Sioux City delivers a good one. His teammate Tyler Peterson rounding second and third, and Tillo's RBI double puts the Trojans on the board, down 5-1. Then the Nyack defense joining the party in the bottom half. Reivers with 2 on and none out, but Levi Meyer grounds into the double play. But 2 pitches later, the gap pushed back to 5 runs as Brandon Tierney drives in Brett Bass from third base to make it 6-1 Reivers. Top of 5 Trojans with 2 on and none out. Tanner Uncle's infield grounder won't give him a hit, but will give him an RBI to cut the deficit to 6-2. 2 pitches later, that deficit cut to 3 as Robert Swenson narrowly avoids the tag and slides in for the score. But in the bottom of the 5th, the Reivers just explode, and it all begins with Keaton Steele's leadoff ding piece over the left field wall to push the lead back to 4 runs. Then after a triple from Alex Greer, Nyack going to the pin, but 3 pitches later, the Reiver bats doing more damage. Tanner Kreidemeyer's RBI single makes it 8-3. 1 out later, Trevor Odom does the same, delivering an RBI single, and Trojan pitcher Kyle Moses' time on the hill short-lived, 2 runs in a third of an inning pitched. The Reivers' 5-run 5th capped with Levi Meyer's 8th home run of the season as the Reivers cruise to the win in Game 1, 12-3. Game 2 of the doubleheader not short of excitement. First extra inning contest of the season for Iowa Western. The game tied at 5 in the bottom of the 8th. Reivers with 2 on and 1 out. Trojans get the out at second, but the winning run now stands at third. And with runners on the corners, the Reivers call for the double steal. The catcher throws to second, and Alex Greer slides in for the winning run. Reivers win their 50th of the season, 6-5, and sweep the doubleheader against D2 number 13 Nyack.
Yeah, it's big. Just like you said, another confidence thing. We dropped 2 last weekend, so we wanted to come out and work on some things that we didn't do so well last weekend. So it was good for us to win that game.
It was a pretty big win for us since, it was tied 5-5 in the 8th inning. And, whenever you can pull out a win in the 8th inning, you always know that in later games that you're going to have a chance to win.
Following their 22nd doubleheader sweep of the season, the top-ranked Reivers welcome Longview College on May 6th. Reivers looking to close the regular season on a 6-game win streak, and Longview pitcher Chase Hodson helping the Reivers towards number 5 as this walk in the 2nd inning loads the bases. The very next pitch out of Hodson's hands hits the turf, bounces back, and Brandon Tierney slides in for the 1-0 lead. And the following throw from the mound results in another score. Isaiah Conklin's bunt brings in Keaton Steele, and the Reivers go up by 2 runs. Hodson's struggles continue 2 pitches later, and after loading the bases, the Reivers score off 3 of the following 4 pitches to take a 3-zip lead. That's about the time Tanner Kreidemeier starts to dominate on the hill, grabs the strikeout in the 3rd, and plenty more where that came from. The sophomore grabs 2 more Ks in the 4th. And just in case you thought it was a fluke, Kreidemeier back to his antics in the 5th. Kreidemeier rings up 8 Laker batters through the first 5 innings. And he's not alone out there. His defense got his back. Kreidemeier, 6 innings pitched, just 2 hits given up, no runs. Things get a little tense in the 7th, though. Reivers up 4-zip. Keaton Steele now on the mound, but he gives up a leadoff double to David Ulrich to begin the final frame. 1 out later, a full count pitch to Tyler Rowe taken for a ride all the way to deep right field off the wall, and Longview on the board down 4-1. 4 pitches later, Austin Hill drives one to shallow center to bring Rowe in, and suddenly the lead cut to 2 runs with the tying run at the plate. But the Reivers get the next 2 in order thanks in part to a great play from Sam Bumpers, and Iowa Western holds on for the 4-2 win.
It was definitely felt pretty good, but had a lot of backup. That's all a pitcher can really ask for. Defense played well, played great actually, and backed me up really well, so it was great.
Our offense, our defense, our momentum, our tempo, all of that is going to be based off of our pitching. So to work at a good pace, throw a lot of strikes. Your defense wants to play behind you. They're ready for balls, and it carries on to the offensive side. And that's what it did with Kriegmeyer today. He did really well that way.
On to game 2 of the doubleheader. And once again, the Iowa Western pitching takes center stage. Mike Hancher wheeling and dealing on the hill, grabs the final out of the first. Then in the second, with a runner on 1, the Indiana native with a sweet pickoff move. Gabby DeVerona and Adam Morey will do the rest, getting the out at second base. And shortly after, Hancher got Austin Hill guessing, and the 6'4 lefty ends the frame with another strikeout. So it's still scoreless ball game in the bottom of the second. The Reivers with 2 on and 2 out, and Iowa Western strands their 3rd runner in scoring position. In the bottom of the 3rd, the Reivers' first run of the ball game hits the board as Alex Greer drives in his team-leading 57th ribby of the season, and the Reivers take a 1-0 lead. Greer in scoring position at second base, but Isaiah Conklin can't bring him in, stranding the Reivers' 4th runner in scoring position. And in the 4th inning, the missed opportunities starting to become a problem. Longview's David Ulrich smacks a hard rip into deep center field. Josh Dennett getting on his giddy-up, rounds 3rd and touches the 4th base. Ulrich's RBI triple ties the game at 1. The damage not done. 1 out later, Lucas Raper's RBI gives the Lakers their first lead of the day, up 2-1. That's the score in the 5th. The IW defense steps up, ending the top half with the 6-4-3 double play, and the expectation is that momentum will carry to the plate. The Reivers with the bases loaded and 1 out, but Longview grabs the 2nd out at the plate, and moments later, Adam Morey's chopper up the middle ends the inning. Iowa Western with 6 runners stranded in scoring position. And Longview takes advantage. The Lakers drive 1 more in the 7th to shock top-ranked Iowa Western 3-1. Despite the loss, the Reivers carry a 51-4 record and plenty of confidence into the Region 11 tournament beginning Friday, May 11th in Centerville, Iowa.
No, I definitely think we're ready. This game just, we didn't come out for the 2nd game as well as we should have, but we'll definitely be prepared for the rest of the season. So it's nothing that we're not ready or anything. We'll definitely be ready.
You know, you go away from today saying they threw a couple good guys that 2nd game, and we hit balls at people, and we couldn't get a ball. If one of those balls falls, one of them, it changes things, and it didn't. And we understand that and overcome it and go into the tournament, and you try to win 4 games before you lose 2, and that's really the trick.
Iowa Western is the #1 seed in the region tournament and will open tournament play by taking on the winner of the Southwestern and Muscatine contest at 5 p.m. The winner of the region will advance to the Northern District Championship. The Reivers are looking for their 8th straight region title. Don't touch the remote. When we return, the Reiver Softball Team vying for their 2nd straight national tournament appearance. Results from the district tourney in Neosho, Missouri after the break.
Whether you're a weekend warrior or on an organized sports team, however you play, you risk injury. At Flex Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, we specialize in the prevention, recognition, treatment, and rehab of orthopedic and sports injuries. We have 30 combined years of experience, making us Southwest Iowa's leading physical therapy clinic. At our state-of-the-art facility and using the latest technology, we'll help you get back on the field fast. So if you experience a sports injury, you need to see us first. Flex Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, your Southwest Iowa sports medicine professionals.
If green and gold never gets old, then St. Albert Sports Fan is the place for you. Updated daily, it's loaded with articles, archives, and so much more. And if you can't make the game, you can still watch it live from the comfort of your own computer. St. Albert Sports Fan, the homepage for the home team.
What does the world need? What will you become? Iowa Western. The world is waiting.
Hi, how are you doing today?
What looks good?
Our special today is shrimp scampi. It's been sitting around for about a week.
Excuse me, what time are you guys leaving? We're gonna rob your house tonight.
Don't you wish there were warnings to protect you from life's risks? With diabetes, there is one. It's called A1C, a simple blood test that helps measure your risk of a heart attack and other complications. Learn more at diabetes1c.org.
This portion of the Bluffs Sports Zone brought to you by the St. Albert Alumni Association.
Iowa Western softball playing in the district tournament in Neosho, Missouri on May 4th. The 20th ranked Reiver squaring off with Crowder with a national tournament berth on the line. Here's IWTV student Jem Brinklow.
Here's the Flex Physical Therapy score page. The Reivers lead Game 1 all the way to the top of the 4th inning, where Crowder pitcher Kaylee Harvey takes control of the game. Harvey allows only one IWCC batter to reach base, after that allowing no hits. Iowa Western starting pitcher Greta Smites pulled midway through the game, and the Lady Rider hitters take advantage. The home team chalks up 2 runs in the 5th to take a 43 lead, and that's the final. The Reivers unable to respond, losing the first game of the best-of-3 series 4-3. Last time IWCC swept in a doubleheader way back in late February, and in need of a win in Game 2, Iowa Western down 2-0 up until the bottom of the 5th inning. They put up 1 run, but miss a chance at more, as they leave 3 Reivers stranded on base. The 2-1 score carries into the top of the 6th, where Carlsen Forge knocks one out of the park to make it 3-1. But Iowa Western answers with 2 in the bottom half to tie the game at 3 apiece. After 7 frames, the score is tied at 4, heading into extra innings, and the Crowder bats bust off 4 runs to take a commanding 8-4 lead. The Reivers answer with only 1 in the bottom frame, and the Lady Riders send Iowa Western packing 8-5. After a 7th place national finish in 2011, the Reivers will not return a trip to the national tournament in 2012, ending the season with a 48-20 record.
We'll take a quick time out. On the other side, the LC guys host Harlan for their final home game of the season. We'll be right back.
No team covers Southwest Iowa sports like the team at Jenny Edmondson Sports Medicine. For nearly 25 years, Jenny Ed Sports Med certified athletic trainers have cared for thousands of area athletes and their schools. And our partnering physicians at Nebraska Orthopedics help ensure you're taken care of from diagnosis through rehab. If you need to be seen now, come by our Saturday morning walk-in clinic. It's open all fall from 8 to 9:30 a.m. Jenny Edmondson Sports Medicine.
What does the world need? What will you become? Iowa Western. The world is waiting.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
Lynx fans can now log on to alsportsfan.com for archived and live broadcasts, team info, pictures, and more. alsportsfan.com, part of the cbsportsfan.com family.
This portion of the Bluffs Sports Zone brought to you by Cutler O'Neill Meyer Woodring family-owned funeral home, serving Council Bluffs in Southwest Iowa for over 100 years.
Despite 6 games remaining on the schedule, the Lewis Central boys soccer team playing their last home game of the season on May 7th. Here's IWTV student Jem Brinklow with more.
Lewis Central boys soccer team playing their final home game of the season against Harlan. LC with a 2-1 lead in the 25th minute when Jerry Orozco takes his shot on the goal, but Cyclones goalie Josh Brelly there for the stop. With less than 30 seconds left in the first half, Titans wanting to extend that lead. Miguel Ramos has a wide open shot at the goal, but a missed opportunity keeps it at 2-1 going into the break. In the 44th minute of the game, Harlan gets in front of the Titans goal to tie. Oh, Eli Williams shot over the crossbar, and the Cyclones still trailing by 1. 6 minutes later, Harlan with another chance at the tie, with a long kick blocked by LC keeper Jaden Browse. Almost in, but a great play by the senior. With only 19 minutes left to play, the Titans go back on the prowl. They score goal numero tres and take a more comfortable 3-1 lead all the way to their 6th win of the season.
Offensively, I really like what we did. We've been working on our possession game. There were 4 times during the game we were able to string together 7 passes before the opposition touched the ball. When you have possession like that, chances are going to come.
Well, I'm just one player out there. I can't do anything without the rest of the team. Like, without them, you don't have any opportunities, because with one person can't do everything out there. So, like, if I didn't have them, I wouldn't even had 2 goals.
It takes a lot of pressure. I mean, it's always a lot of pressure being a goalkeeper, especially since you're the last defense. Even though it is a team sport, I mean, you still kind of feel bad when one does get through.
Due to the installation of artificial turf at Lewis Central, the Titans have played their home games at Iowa Western and have taken advantage of a much larger playing surface.
We really like playing here because the way I coach is with a wide field. We were always limited on our football field. However, now at home we're going to be about 65 to 70 yards wide. So we really like the wide field, and it allows us to play possession. It's to our advantage.
It lets you spread out more. You don't have to, like on our old field, we were just so compacted. There's just so much more room out here. And it's a nice facility too. Like at our old field, it wasn't always like prepped to how it needs to be, and out here it's always perfect.
That's it for tonight's broadcast. Thanks for tuning in for an update on local sports. For an update on news and events in Council Bluffs, tune in to Council Bluffs News with Rebecca Ray, right here on CBTV Channel 17. Until next week, we're out.